Starting off with number one, people have basically been, like I said, throwing the hell out of my games, and I just want to go over the characters that have been throwing it. So, started first and foremost, my dude Moon Knight. Love him to death, but people that grab him and literally just sit there in front line like this, where you're sitting in front of people and you're throwing it at them, this could be good, let's say at the beginning of the game, but when we get like to like a straight hallway or a choke point, and you're not behind the enemy like so, like over here, and you're doing this, this is how you really play Moon Knight. That's like they don't see it coming. But you literally sitting in front of the enemy like this, and all y'all do is miss y'all shots like this, and don't use your unk, or you do my favorite, y'all throw the unk right in front of people. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. That's when the people's been throwing my games. And like I said, when you miss your shots as a duelist, you're not adding value to the team. Somebody else I want to say that's really throwing my games lately is Luna Snow. I know y'all say she's the best healer, but see, like, let's say I give you a snowflake, right? And I'm missing my shots, or I'm attacking enemies. There's no healing going on. So really what y'all are doing is y'all grabbing Luna to just take up a healing slot, wait to get ultimate, and then throw ultimate and do like, it's all good. But like, I kid you not, when I see most Lunas play, they do this. They're like missing their shots. And if you're gonna miss your shots, you might as well just go play Hella. Like, you might as well just let me know that you're gonna play Hella. You're gonna do damage. And you're just gonna put up numbers. But going back to Hella, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all Hella's a suspect. Like, most of y'all be doing this. Just missing. Just jumping and missing. So, like, the whole point of this video, short and sweet, is that, like, there are characters, like my girl Psylocke. I'm scared to death of playing with Psylocks. Because y'all will sit, my favorite ones, y'all will sit right in front of the team and be like, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. And then you'll die, go negative, and then, like, don't flank. It's really weird. This entire character is designed to literally get behind you and flank and just get quick kills. Like, that's her whole design. Because if you notice, Psylocke does a lot of damage up close, but I literally have people trying to snipe like all the way over here with her shots like this, so this far out. Like, they'll damn near snipe like shit. But fuck that. Psylocke's I've been seeing lately been sniping like this. Look how far this shit is. You see the fall off damage? Look at that. This is what I've been getting in my games. And then Punishers. Let me talk about Punisher. Well, actually, no. Raven, you got a good example of Punisher. Tell me what Punisher did the other day.
Yeah, so it was a Lord Punisher in my game yesterday. He was a Lord Punisher, right, mind you. He went 0-5, literally 0-5 Lord Punisher, and it was just disgusting. Like, he was just over here, just rapping and tapping, just like doing absolutely no benefit towards the team at all. Just,
going negative. Yep, dying.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing, to Ravion's point, is that I have you all going negative in my games, and y'all won't switch. Y'all will be like, why switch? I had a Mantis the other day, right? And I love Mantis to death, right? But literally what they will do with Mantis is they will miss, because she has a slower shot than normal, right? They will miss them shots and literally put up no kills. She went 5 for 6, mind you. But then this is what she was doing. She was doing a slower than normal healing. So her just being a healer, like, I gotta talk about like the archetype. Mantis is a really a duelist first and a medic second, to be honest. She's meant to give you boosts to like other characters to help get the damage up. But I don't look at Mantis and be like, oh, she's a great healer. She's really not a great healer. She's really a like duelist first. She look at how much damage she does as a duelist. That does hella damage. But if you're not gonna put up damage for real, don't play Mantis. I would not play this in a 2 healer comp. I play her in a 3 healer comp because again, like, most of y'all don't hit y'all shots. 2, let's say y'all even are healing, right? Once you use those 4 shots, you have to wait for it to come back. And now, like I said, it's like a waiting period for healing. And when there's a pause in healing, the enemy team that's maybe running, let's say, 1-2 healer comp or 3 healer comp. Well, let's say they just have my boy Jeff, because y'all been hating on Jeff, I don't know, 10 times out of, like 9 times out of 10. His healing is consistent. Already healed. Still have another clip. Already healed. Have another clip. But Jeff can literally attack and heal at the same time. Look at that. So he allows you to push in hallways. But y'all will sit here and hate on Jeff and be like, oh, we have a Jeff that's not healing. Like, come on now. Like, I understand that a lot of people, like I said, Jeffs that are throwing the game obviously throw people off the map. Whoop-de-doo. But the Jeffs that I say would basically be fucking up what I be seeing, y'all will do this with Jeff. Rather than be behind the teammate, y'all will be in front of them doing this. With this slow-ass damage. When it makes sense to use your teammates as a shield and give them the speed up to boost and heal both of y'all at the same time. That way, let's say they throw an ultimate, you give them a speed boost, you can swim away, but they also can move away faster. But no, I would literally see Jeffs throw bubble, leave it out, and eat it themselves. And I'm like, it's used as an escape mechanic, let's say 1 or 2 for ourselves. But that's something when your teammate's not doing their job. If your teammate's doing their job, you should leave at least about 3 bubbles out at that time. Let's say right behind your like teammates, so that when they back up, because naturally they're gonna probably have to back up at some point, they got a health regeneration without you having to focus on healing them and a speed boost. It's a 2-in-1. Going back to something else I've been seeing a lot lately, Cloak and Dagger. A powerful, simple healer, right? I kid you not, I've got examples of people that literally do this the entire game. Like, imagine you're frontlining with Dagger, and you're just throwing this. Or my personal favorite, you'll sit in the back and literally just heal. Won't do any attacking. No healing. They're like just pure heal. And it's cool, but like understand that close game plan really is to literally heal, keep the team sustained, because really she's more so a sustained burst healer, right? After she basically gives you like fast, quick healing, your spin's supposed to go cloak, protect the other medics, which I don't be seeing y'all do. And then, like I said, give the person that's diving a reason to get off you. But also, like, this right here, using a protective bubble and then switching into cloak form. I literally have daggers that throw bubble and just do this. Unless they're 10 miles away, that doesn't make sense to do that. It really doesn't, because you're not doing enough damage. This right here absolutely melts people. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the games we have that we lose, people are not hitting their shots / connecting damage, so we're usually having a situation where there's not enough damage. Like, people are complaining about triple heals, right? Triple heals is gonna not be a real thing very soon, to be honest. Like, it's gonna be a thing, but like it's not gonna be as effective because one, they've been nerfing the shit out of healers, making the game a lot less fun. But I don't know if you've seen Raven on the next like season changes, like a quick overview. They've been talking about everybody's getting anti-heal. Like, you know how Blade has like the ability where you have like 30% less healing. I'm hearing they're giving that same thing to Namor and Venom.
Oh wow!
So like this whole complaint about triple heal being a thing is not gonna be a thing very soon. Like, I love healers, but people have been using healers, as I've been seeing, as a way to literally say I have hella heals, but they have no kills. Like Rocket, man, he is the #1 assassin. I ain't gonna lie. Rockets will sit there and just heal and have no kills. I've seen a lot of Rockets that have 0 and 20 or 0 and 5. Like, they'll literally go 0-5 in your game or 0-12, and they're like, bro, I'm healing. And I'm like, bro, look how much damage you do close up. Look at that. He does more damage than most of the healers. But yeah, I'll literally have them tell me, oh, bro, I'm just healing, bro. Like, they play, and I understand why people are playing poke or shooting characters. Like, Widow, for example, right? Obviously, she can play close up, but better at far away. They will play a character like this that has like a hit scan effect, like a really far away shooting it, like my man Iron Man or Punisher. They'll be 10 miles away from the point, and when you shoot with Iron Man this far away, look how long it takes for my shot to get there. You see how long it takes that to get there? Versus, I'm a little bit closer, which is more risky, mind you, right? But when I'm in this range, I have access to this for more pressure. And also, look how quick my shots get down. It's even faster. But like, people in the game want to play absolutely no risk so they can stat pad and get carried. And then like, it's just like, it's crazy. Like, I just know, I'm like, if I see Magic and let's say another issue in this game, we have solo divers, right? So I'll see Magic, and Magic is kind of difficult to play in my opinion. People can say she's brain dead or whatever, but I feel like to play her at the higher level, she's difficult. But they will solo dive with her, and I really feel like if you're solo diving with a character at this point, and your teammate knows how to like counter or they're pinging you, you're really throwing. Not to mention, as far as like Black Panthers that solo dive, I guess you could say he gets away with it from time to time if he knows what he's doing. But if they have flyers, which is like a thing now, we have like hella flyers in this game. Dive is not as easy as it like really used to be, and that's what's something that everybody's been complaining about, you know, dive being this thing that's not really as powerful as it used to be. But I didn't like when the game was completely dive friendly anyway, because let's be honest, people weren't even playing on an objective; they were just killing you at spawn repeatedly, and then dipping away. Like, that's not like ideally fun for me either. So I'm kind of glad they're adding more characters like Ultron that are anti-dive. They're adding other characters like Loki, who they just nerfed, who's still anti-dive. Luna is everything. She's all in one. That's why I don't understand how y'all go give me bad stats or bad games with her. That's baffling to me. And this thing where they say Scarlet Witch is weak, that's gotta go. Her damage is ridiculous, along with her reach of her damage. Look at this. Melt it. Melt it. Melt it. Like, sure. And she really builds up like cooldown just by connecting an automatic tracking shot. This is asinine. But I would still have people say, she's not good, bro. She needs more buffs. She get that backline, you're cooked. I ain't gonna lie. You're really cooked. And that leads me to another thing, which, like I said, I'll go over more of these topics in detail later. But if you're a DPS or a duelist, right? Why is it that like continuously I have duelists that don't put up damage, but outside of you not getting kills, because that's only one part of the game, how come I have duelists that have catch an attitude when I tell them to heal, not heal, but tell them to actually peel and like look out for your teammates? We would literally be in a fight. I'm like, okay, your teammates like getting towed up, right? Can you help? And they would literally not like help fight like right next to each other. And they'd be like, bro, no, where are my healers at? Where are my heals? I'm like, your healers are dead. They've been fighting two divers for like the last 10 minutes, right? And when you're getting dived out, and let's say, like I said, y'all only two healers. Most healers, I said, outside of Mantis, Ultron, Luna's an exception. Like I said, she's literally like the most meta healer out of everybody. Most of the healers don't really do that much damage. Sue Storm does an okay amount of damage. Cloak and Dagger only does most damage in cloak form. Loki needs the clones to do damage. Rocket can melt you, but they act like he don't do damage. I gotta really bring that up. They act like he don't do damage. Jeff does damage, but it's dummy slow. But like all the duelists that we have in this game, y'all do hella damage in comparison. Like Bucky, bro. Bucky is like the back line. You can't. If you have a Bucky that's peeling, you're not gonna be diving. I promise you. He melts Venom. He melts Punisher. He melts Spider-Man. He's like a anti-dive, like the king of anti-dive right here. But literally, I'll see them more so in the front line. And I get he can be effective to keep the damage going, but it don't take nothing but a couple seconds to like turn around, go to the back line, or just turn around and just shoot. Because he can just turn around and just shoot whoever's ever back there. And you ain't even got to kill him. All you really got to do is get some 1 to 2 shots. I guarantee somebody dive is going to leave. If they're smart, they're going to leave. And if they stay, you just get a free kill. And honestly, if y'all want more kills, you just need to peel up your teammates. Like, deadass turn around and like help your teammates. Like, I don't understand the whole philosophy of I'm just going to focus on trying to get kills by myself in a team-based game. That makes absolutely no sense. Like zero zilch. I'm trying to think. Oh, Spider-Man that don't switch and do this. They just swing in and don't get kills. You know what I'm saying? They be sitting there just doing this shit and don't get kills. Y'all are like the #1 assassin. So really like when I see Spider-Man as a duelist, I see Black Widow as a duelist, I see Psylocke. And you notice the theme with all these characters is they take a little bit more like skill expression. So or Hawkeyes, I assume I'm gonna like lose the game because like I'm basically gonna be having to. I try to make up for the teammate that's not doing well because they have an ego problem, like generally speaking. And then Squirrel Girl players, right? Squirrel Girl is super easy, but I deadass have people complain about the team while Squirrel Girl is literally just sitting in one spot, just shooting. And not repositioning to move out of the way of very obvious things. Like, let's say you play Squirrel Girl into Iron Man, right? Iron Man has the obvious advantage. He can literally hit you with splash damage and different angles while moving out the air. But I would still have Squirrel Girls be like, oh, you know, nobody's getting on the Iron Man. You know, they're sitting there doing this. You know how, yeah, not only does your shot fall down, it's slow as shit. So it doesn't even make sense. You're literally fighting like a downhill battle. But, like, the #1 issue I gotta say on this game is people pick characters that matchup wise don't make sense. Like you don't grab Squirrel Girl to counter Iron Man. That doesn't make any sense. You would grab Punisher. And I still have Punishers to this day telling me, bro, somebody get that Iron Man. Like look at this. This right here will melt Iron Man in like a couple shots. Like about 3 shots you're pretty much gonna die. Like this shit damage with this gun is crazy. Especially if you get headshots. Headshots he deletes. And the thing that's crazy to me about Punisher is how they will literally miss most of their shots and give a 40-round mother-loving clip. Look at this clip. Look at this. You know when this game first started, Ravion, we only had 30 shots.
Yeah, I remember that.
They gave us another 10 shots and people still ain't hitting the holes. I can't understand it.
It's like far more opportunity to go negative, I guess. It's crazy.
And that's what kind of worries me about the game. Like, they did a good job recently adding more tutorials for, like, character-specific things. But I feel like maybe they shouldn't even release a character every month, as exciting as it sounds. And maybe they should just focus on making tutorials per character. Even though I feel like if they weren't being lazy, like, players weren't being lazy, they should go on YouTube and find a tutorial for these characters. But, like, a lot of these situations can be fixed by just practicing with your character for, like, 10 to 15 minutes in practice. Like, per day. Or not even per day, let's say 3 times a week. You understand your character on like a more intimate level, but like I still have people ask me why is it a bad idea to play Moon Knight into dive? And I'm like, well, unless you just want to constantly use unks for yourself to stop yourself from getting dive, which they don't really do. When you look at his shot speed, look how slow this is. It's not that fast. Like it's actually kind of slow. And every time you miss a shot, and you have to reload. It's like you just man, yeah. Especially against flyers, he's not that great against flyers, to be honest. Like he most Moon Knights will really be missing them shots. 'Cause they got to lead the shot because against something like a slow down shot versus let's say Star Lord. And Star Lord's also been throwing my games lately. I got to a debate with a Star Lord the other day where he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm diving. I'm in the back line." And I'm like, "Can you come to our back line because we're getting dived out by Venom and somebody else?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna stay in their back line." And he proceeded to keep dying and going to health packs. He's like, "Oh, I'll just go to health pack. I don't need healing." And I'm like, "That shit sounds great, but you're telling me that you killed the medics, and I have like a whole squad of medics like perfectly fine, whooping my team's ass." And I'm like, we lost the game. It was close. We lost the game because literally we didn't have the damage we needed, and my duelist was 10 miles away, like failing a dive. So like, if you get killed 3 times in a row as a diver or like a person diving, does it make sense to go back in and feed some more? Like I don't understand the logic behind that. You know,
Oh, they do not
it
Yeah,
don't make
nah,
sense.
it doesn't. It's crazy. It's like
And
sometimes I just feel like people just get on this game. It's like, oh, I'm Spider-Man. I'm gonna go do Spider-Man business over here.
like I get wanting to get on the game and have fun. I'm not against anti-fun. I just feel like if you want to be super duper casual and you really don't want to compete, you should dead ass just go play the casual modes. Like they've been adding like 4 more casual modes, but I still have people with sassy ass attitudes and competitive. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I really don't. But also, I feel like another problem with this game, although I love it to death, when you ban somebody, I don't know whether it's like 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You need like a 24-hour timeout. You need like a day to feel like you really messed up. And I promise you, a lot of the dumb behavior on this game is people just be like, "Yeah, bro, I'll just mess this up and I'll be back in 15 minutes." Like that's really how people they be on. They be like, I'll be back in 15 minutes." I think they need to give people like at least an hour. Maybe 24 is dramatic. At least an hour to like not being ranked. At least. Because like people jumping off the map at the beginning of the game. I've had people jump off the map at the beginning of the game. I had a dude crash out because he couldn't play his character. That's another thing. The devs even broke it down in the video that the true people that are throwing are literally one trick. So like people that play only one character, and when your character gets banned, you have a heart attack. It just be like, bro, that's the ultimate throw in my opinion. And like I said, the new character we have, Angela, right? I predicted this to be an issue. Angelas would literally fly around the map, go for a dive continuously, fail at that dive because the whole point of diving is really to overwhelm the enemy, and it's better when you dive, let's say 2 or 3 people at a time, so you just pretty much delete whoever you're attacking. I will have Angela literally fly around the map, fail a dive, don't get kills, get hurt, fly the med packs, and then like not coordinate with the team. Hey team, I'm about to go for a dive. They're just flying around the map. So now I essentially I'm short a tank. Essentially, it's like in the back line, so the enemy team they're not getting kills, so they're not really creating value. They're not taking out medics. I watched the Angela attack tanks the entire time. Couldn't believe what I was watching, and not yanking them off the map with the scoop, but just like literally fighting with tanks. When she's technically like, as far as tanks go, she's the worst tank you want to fight against another tank. Truly, like your damage is much more burst based and slow compared to Venom, compared to Thane, compared to Strange. Like Strange, you counter, but if he really focuses on you and doesn't really even bother using his shield, you can pretty much get her out there because she just has less health. So like, I don't. The mindset of the players on this game are like baffling to me, but I get it because I'm starting to understand as I talk to a lot of people on here. They've only played this game in some cases. They haven't played any other competitive game, whether it be fighting games or sports games. But then what's baffles me even worse is I have people from other competitive games that play like play like straight baloney, and it'd be like, dog, come on now. You see you're doing bad. You really see you're doing bad. And I've tried my best to just like talk to people because I feel like talking to people and explaining stuff like kind of works. But I'm realizing more I talk to y'all, most of y'all are just jackasses that just don't care. So that's why I say Rivals has to take a step in. If you really want to retain players, you kind of got to be like, I think the new version of Overwatch, where basically if you do something stupid or say something dumb, they just get you out of there. Because you want to create, you don't want to focus on how many numbers you have. You want to focus on quality people that want to actually enjoy and play your game. The better the environment is to play the game, the more people are going to stay consistent in your game. Because I'll be honest, like, the voice changer thing that we're getting added to the game, allegedly, sounds great and fantastic because I've never heard of a game adding a voice changer. But you have to ask the question why we even need a voice changer, because a lot of dudes apparently have a thing against women and kids. That's crazy to me, to be honest with you. But again, the environment would be a lot more safe if we didn't just do a slap on the wrist and them saying some egregious shit. I'm telling you, start off with an hour. Let that hour be a warning. If they do it again, let jump that shit up to like 5. Like really, like each step up has to be worse. After you go through 5, next one got to be 24. After 24, you need 48, and after 48, you just need a permaban. Like it's like, and it's got to be within a 1 month period. So like 1 month period, you reset. Just like how a season resets, they reset everything back to fresh at the 1 month. You see what I'm saying? But it's just really the system we have now is like you'll ban somebody, you get a little message to say you ban somebody, and then like the next hour or so they're right back, if that really. So I don't understand it. I really don't. Because I mean, like maybe I can relate that most games you don't even get people that talk anymore, and when they do talk, they be strange. It'd be weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I was playing with my what's it called? I was playing with like my female what's it called friend.
Yeah.
Her name is Tempest.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it called? For some reason, like me and her were in a game, right?
Yeah.
She spoke on the mic for like 1, 2, maybe 3 seconds. Then all of a sudden, I just hear straight up just breathing into the mic,
Yes.
and just like the incelness, just like
Just oozing.
people is like, oh, it's a woman in here. It's a hey yo woman, what's up, woman? You know, it's like people think like
These dudes are starting to scare me, bro. Like I'm realizing that a lot of dudes on this game have never talked to a woman in their life at all. Like not even casually. Like they don't even talk to women in real life. So like they look at the game and like this is my time to give her my Instagram and shoot my shot. I'm like, bro, let's be realistic, all right? Do good in real life. Have real life face to face interactions. Do not let your only way of talking to women be on a video game, because that's already not a good start. Because for one, you don't ever know truly what people are behind their screen. But on another note, like your default reaction should not be, "Oh my God, it's a girl. Now it's time to act weird." Like if you're doing like this on the game, I can only imagine you in real life. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, internet doesn't reflect." I'm like, nah, bro. Like some of y'all are consistently weird as shit. Like I went into like there was a mode, Doom Match, right? I went into Doom Match like one time, bro. The stuff I saw in those text boxes, or like people going to the bedroom, bro. It get like the people on this game are like showing me a different side of gaming. Like I've never seen this bizarre behavior. And to each their own, but like if Rivals doesn't start to like crack down on the behavior in competitive, where people are just trying to genuinely enjoy the more like gameplay side of things, this game's gonna die off. As good as this game is, and they're doing so many things right, the community of I want to say the strange weirdos that just their enjoyment is just throwing games and making people feel uncomfortable, like for a living. If they don't crack down on them, like for real, this game's not gonna like continue, unfortunately. And it's like sad to say because I really do fucking love this game. Like I wouldn't stream 100+ videos of this game and be like, I hate the game. I'm not gonna do that. Like I do like this game. Because as far as like business practices, they've done a lot of shit right. But like I said, explaining to the players more how to play their character, or let's say they have it to where they do rewards for complete tutorials. Like let's say you get a customized skin for doing a tutorial with your character. So it's like, okay, you get on ranked and you have a special recolor that says you went to training mode and you completed it with that character. So now we know you at least went to like training mode and play with that character for so long. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest, like another thing I've been seeing a lot lately, people like, oh, you got a Lord icon. That doesn't mean shit to me anymore. I'm not gonna lie. That just means you either went Lord farming, in most cases, the people that have like 10+ Lords, or you just have a shit ton of time on your hands. But like, as I'm seeing, the time they spend on this game is not quality time. It's let me just play the game and get Lord, and then try to like throw the game because somebody took my Lord. Like it'd be weird. It'd be weird stuff like that. I don't understand it. Another thing that scares me about this game, truthfully, and like I see why people don't take this game seriously competitively. Have you ever went into a rank match and asked people what composition we running?
Not that often, but like I've heard other people like ask that before.
And like the reason like it scares me though, no funny shit, is like let's say I got Angela, right? I'll be like, what composition we running? You see, I've been playing Angela a lot less lately because it seems like I fight against teams that dive more than my team dives. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
like, people will literally go dive on my team when we're like failing to like get damage, but they won't say anything. But like, if we play Angela, Magic, and Spider-Man, right? I feel like that's a really good team
Yeah.
composition because we can just harass the medics and pretty much get them up out of there. But if I'm just running Angela solo as a solo tank, it's like a horrible idea, like genuinely. And I've won games with solo Angela, but like it's hard as shit for Angela to be a solo tank because her shield is like very small on damage, and she just doesn't really absorb damage well on top of that because she has what 550. And they could do a couple things to fix that, but I'm worried that the things that I want, as far as like giving her a stronger shield, will just turn her into a more of a dumb character. And I like how she's designed as of right now, even though they're about to buff her. But it's really like it's really weird how people only play one character, like the one trick mentality. Like I'm just gonna break up with just this one type of character. I'm like, you can't do that. Like you can, but you're gonna throw off a lot of your teammates unless your character's generic. Which I feel like healers get away with it a lot. But another example of like people throwing my game is Adam Warlocks. Adam Warlocks that play him on a 2 healer composition, you throwing my shit. You're definitely throwing my game because after he runs out of heals, which he has to use a lot of times for himself, then it's like he don't have no heals left. And then once he don't have no heals, I'm sitting here waiting for him to get his cooldown. And then like my favorite thing with Warlocks is they will sit there and just play healer with him and be like, I don't need to get kills. I'm like, brother, look how much damage Warlock does. Like he does a shit ton of damage, and his damage is fast too. So it's like understanding your character has the advantage of burst damage, and you can really actually add value to the team. If Warlock is getting hella kills, and I mean like he's outdoing the duelist, I'm not gonna say nothing to him about a 2 healer comp. But if you're not outdoing the duelist or matching the duelist kill for kill, and I'm not getting healed, I'm gonna have a problem with you. I'm really gonna have to say something to you. And like I feel like that's where we're getting at this game is like people obviously know they're not helping their team and they're being selfish. And I want to call it like a form of soft throwing. It's not you jumping off the map throwing, but you know this is not ideal for you to play Mantis in a 2 healer comp. You know you're not supposed to do that.
Life energy.
Or my favorite, Sue Storm, bro. I'm scared of Sue Storm. You know why?
It's good to step outside.
And the other day I was talking with Chaotic and you, and I said this Sue Storm probably finna throw our game. And what it is like Lokis and Invises, when they don't do well, they don't feel like the team is doing well, they have the power to just become invisible infinitely and just go AFK. Like I've literally seen them to go invisible and not heal and just watch. They don't even ping, they just watch. Like they did that, will just watch and just you just see them doing this. And they'll just sit still, like going with the actual vehicle, not like attacking nobody. They'll literally just like walk around, like give you a piece of healing and say they did something, go back invisible, and I mean like you'll just be waiting. Like they'll be right near you, they'll look at you in the eyes and not healing. I'm like, bruh, I feel like if we're gonna take away Jep's infinite ability to swim, right? You should not be able to be invisible forever. There needs to be a time limit for it to be smart. Its current state, it's like, bro, you're like a spectator. It's like God mode right now. Like if you think about it, it's like literal God mode. You're just sitting there invisible and shit. And nobody can find you outside of like visibility. But I don't even want to say the nerfing the invisibility is kind of like pointless because Daredevil can see through invisibility. So they made a system to counter it. I just felt like we went too long with them having infinite invisibility for not having a real counter for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I understand that I play the game with headphones, but most people don't play with headphones. They play with their TVs, as I've been finding out. And if they play on their TV, they're not hearing like this character with surround sound. They're just hearing footsteps. They don't hear like, they don't have 3D audio more or less. So if you're not having 3D audio and like Loki, because Loki can be invisible as you know the entire game as well. And he is uber dangerous with that because I feel like Loki's still like, even though the nerf's one of the best meds, because you can be invisible and be planting clones. That shit is so cold to me because like sometimes you see Loki pop out of nowhere. And I'm just like, he's invisible. Like, what can I really do to him? Like, he can be across the room like this and just put a clone down. And you'll never know when it's the real Loki unless you hit him, he makes a sound. But, like, he can just troll the entire game, to be honest with you. But, yeah, like I said, it's just a couple of things with this game. Like I said, I might be overdoing it. I might change these, but right now I feel like the game, this is where, as far as Season 4, my major problems with the game. Truth be told, is the lack of cracking down on players that really do dumb shit on a daily basis, to the point where you can't even enjoy comms because you have to sit here and mute people 24/7. I feel like we should be more like the system should be more attacking on people that do dumb shit when you report, and they should be in them off the game immediately. Like it shouldn't be, oh well, we banned them for 15 minutes. Like that's not shit. And even then, I mean, people gonna make alt accounts and get on the other account, but like I feel like after you do so much egregious shit in the same month, like you're really just trying the system. You just need to just get like banned on like a whole console type deal. Because I mean, other games have done it before. It wouldn't be a first. But like I said, those are my major issues with the game. Do you have anything else to add, Ravion?
I'll say it's also just might be an issue. Just like there definitely just needs to be like more open-mindedness about like needing to like switch. Absolutely. And just like being able to take constructive criticism from like your teammates. Like if you know like you're going like 0-5 on a Lord Punisher, I digress. But if you know you're going 0-5 and your teammate is like, "Hey, yo, can you switch?" and then you just don't switch, I feel like that's like we just need to stop that. That's just like
That's why I'm so.
There's no benefit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so hard on duelists, because I've already said the people that really throw the game are typically duelists. A lot of people gonna say it's healers, they're gonna say it's tanks. It's really duelists and primarily duelists, because when a duelist goes negative, right? Think about this. If you're getting killed more times than you're dying, or you're dying more times than you get kills, and to be honest, let's be honest, the duelist's whole role is to do damage, create space, and get kills, get people off the map, right? So if you're going negative, meaning you're taking more time off the game than actually in the game, you're really not adding value to the team, because a duelist's one job is to get kills and create space.
Absolutely.
Like, if I want to be honest, the duelist role is the most simple role in the game. Like, truthfully. They don't have to worry about healing nobody. They don't got to worry about how far away they are in most cases. Then they, like I said, they have the highest damage in the game, typically, except for a couple of cases like Luna or maybe Mantis, but in the end, those are like they're healers, but they're not just healers. That's why they call them strategists in the game. Like they do both. But it'd be blowing me that we have people like Bucky that don't help the teammates. Punisher don't help the teammates. Blade be diving, but he don't help his teammates. Hawkeye just be missing. Like, you're doing bad with this character, and like I say, if y'all want to like be bad at the game or don't want to improve, cool. Please go to quick match or go to that mode clone rumble. They've added casual modes to the game, so it's just like I feel like another thing they gotta take out too. So the rank gold and below, right? You know we got the chrono tokens. It seems like a good idea, but it's actually just inflating people to go up in ranks that they don't need to be going up in.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should probably just remove that chrono token thing from the game in general, because I feel like it's inflating ranks. We have people that are in platinum that never would have got to platinum. They would still be stuck in gold. We got people in diamond that are really platinum players. It's like it's inflating ranks that aren't in ranks. Like, people are saying Grandmaster's hell, and I felt like diamond was hell last season, but I think it's because, like I said, the Chrono Token System. It's like you're letting people literally, like, actually, what people that are using it the most are throwers. Like, people will literally be like, "Oh, bro, I'm on a Chrono Token. I'm finna throw this game." Like, I started looking at the actual, like, people that throw my game. There are a lot of people that throw my game be winning a lot of their matches, and I'm like, they're probably building up a Chrono Token, and then they'll just throw a match just randomly. But even then, like, going back to the matchmaking, people say there's no EOMM. Cool. There is a system in this game, which the devs kind of already went over it and kind of like proved my theory correct, that the better you do on this game, the more you get players that have terrible win rates. So let's say I'm on like a 5, 6 game, 8 game win streak, right? If y'all look at the people that throw my game or have this attitude and quit, Ravion, next time that somebody does that, I want you to go look at their, like, go to their name and go view career. Bro, there was, that Invis that threw our game? Do you know how many losses they had before that?
How many?
11 losses in a row, and get this, 2 disconnects. So 2 rage quits, right? 2 rage quits, counting our own, and they had 11, like 10 other solid like losses.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
And get this, you know the part that really scared me? Most of those games, they were
What's up?
negative.
Dang.
Meaning they were getting farmed out, just barely doing healing at all. And these are the people that will argue with you and catch your attitude. And I'm like, cool, you want to have an attitude, you want to play the game and not. You want to, it's like you can't do both. You can't have a bad attitude and be bad at the game. It's like, pick your poison. But it really hurts the game in general because it creates a very terrible environment for people that do enjoy the game and are also trying to get better at the game. Because I don't know anybody on this game that wants to play it and just fucking lose. Like I said, I came from like a hyper competitive environment of playing fighting games, and like the reason I love fighting games is like outside of a game just being shitty, which you if you have a shitty fighting game, you just need to get off of it. Mortal Kombat is a good example, right? When you make a bad decision on a fighting game, the accountability is just on your decision that you fucked up on. You see what I'm saying? This game
Yeah.
is like, oh, I'm not bad. My healers are bad. They don't heal me enough. I'm like, dog, it's been games with Jeff where I had to use 2 clips to heal you. Like, and rather than use cover, dudes just go forward. I'm like, what? Like, you're a duelist fighting a tank, 1v1. Or my favorite, people will go fight a crowd of people. They'll go into 1v3. I'm like, bro, even with Bucky, I don't even do that. Like, and he does hella damage. I don't. The game is just, it's actually funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's entertainment, but I think going forward, because like I said, people gonna see this and be like, oh, you're just whining, you're complaining. I'm critiquing the game as a whole because I wanted to get better. And so far, the critiques I've asked for, like Jeff getting a healing alt, they've added that. That's why I'm just like very appreciative because they fix stuff really fast. But I don't want people to take this as like a I hate the game video. It's just like to make the game really, really get retention and keep players, they gotta crack down on less skins, less costumes. That's fantastic, but you have to focus on making your game fun and enjoyable. And the best way you can do that is cracking down on people that genuinely don't enjoy your game. If they don't really enjoy your game, just put them in like a true like if you have an 11 to 10 game win streak, put them in a losers queue. Like that needs to be a for real losers queue. Because the losers queue we have now is I'm doing good and I'm going to be teamed up with losers. That's the real losers queue right now. People that are really bad need to go play with people that are really bad so they can both be bad together and see how insufferable they are and then get off the game. Because those people that are going to like lose 10 games in a row on purpose, they're not playing your game for the same reasons. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting out here
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I want to and like work with the community and have a good time. They don't see community. They see this game's not fun. This is my game. And this is nobody's one game. This is like a team based game, like a team based effort. And I really enjoy the part about Rivals is like it's really shown me that like as a team, if you're not working together with someone towards a common task or goal, which i.e. the point being moved, which I see all the time, which duelists kind of get away with I'm getting kills but not protecting the point, and that's how we lose a lot of games. But like the the mentality of this game right now, which is another thing we have to fix, and I have to talk about this briefly. There needs to be a stat for people that sit near point. And the reason I say this would encourage tanks to sit near point. This would encourage duelists to sit near point. But even healers, let's say you got like your duelists and your tanks are ahead, but they're just crushing the competition, right? The healers would get more credit for playing on point and pushing the vehicle. You see what I'm saying? Because our current system right now, the reason we have terrible people climbing is because they're not focused on the objective. They're just focused on getting kills or heals. So I literally told you I had a dagger that caught an attitude because her character got banned. And she no joke was like, yeah, see, look at my healing. I got 14k healing. And I'm like, you're negative. You have no kills and deaths, just deaths. But you're sitting there telling me about heals. Well, I have heals and deaths. I have like heals and kills. And I'm actually outdoing the duelist in most of my games as a healer. With Jeff, with his low damage. It's just, it boggles me. It truly boggles me. And like I said, in the next couple of months, I really hope they fix on this because I'm definitely about to get back on fighting games. I took a long break. This game was a good vacation. I'm still going to play Rivals, but if they don't
One
fix...
second.
Go ahead.
I hope Friday got that on video.
Double KO.
those are bad guys. Watch out, they're headed our way!
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5! That's amazing! 6 in a row. Way to go! Unbelievable!
What do I hit next? I'm taking requests. I'm taking requests. I don't think that's the welcoming committee. One step closer to saving the world.
Double KO! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row! 5! That's amazing!
I hope Friday got that on video. Enemies on approach.
Double KO.
Maximum pulse! That's what happens when you pick a fight with
Double
protons.
KO.